Today we will be going over Introduction to Circles. To get this day started, let's go over some basic ones that you should already know. For example, a radius. A radius of a circle is from the center to a point on the circle. For this example, point AB, segment AB here is a radius. From the center to a point on the side of the circle is a radius. The next term you should already know is diameter. A diameter is actually a chord whose endpoints are on the circle. So DE would be a diameter. Now, the other thing you need to know about a diameter is not only are the endpoints on a circle, it also goes through the center of the circle. That's what makes it a diameter. Now, I mentioned that a diameter is a chord. Well, a chord is a segment whose endpoints lie on the circle. So a chord on this picture is segment GH. This is a chord. Okay, so those are some basic vocabulary terms you should already know what they are and how to identify. When you name a radius, a diameter, or a chord, it is a segment. So when you name them, you must name them with the two endpoints with the segment symbol over them. The next ones we need to go over are a tangent and secant. A tangent is not a segment, it is a line that intersects a circle at exactly one point. For example, line MT is a tangent. Now, a secant is a line that intersects a circle at 2 points. So on this particular drawing, line SC would be my secant. Okay, so we've covered radius, diameter, chord, secant, and tangent. When you name a secant and a tangent, you name it by a line, which means you need 2 points on that line and the line symbol over it. Now let's talk about angle. A central angle is an angle whose vertex is at the center of the circle. And legs intersect the circle. So here we have quite a few central angles. So our examples of our central angles here would be angle LAK, angle LAI, angle IAJ, angle JAK, and angle K. Well, that would be the same one, angle KAL. Okay. So a central angle is an angle whose vertex comes from the center. Okay. Now let's talk arcs. When I'm looking at an arc is a piece, can't spell the day, is a piece of the center of the circle, a piece of the distance around the circle. Sorry. When it comes to arcs, there are three major types of arcs. You have a minor arc, which measures less than 180 degrees. You have your major arcs, which measure more than 180 degrees. And you have your semicircle, which measures exactly 180 degrees, because a semicircle is half a circle. So a good example of a minor arc would be I to J. Okay? That's a great example of a minor arc. When you write an arc, you name it by points on that arc. If it's a minor arc, you only use 2 points along the arc for a minor arc. Now, when you have a major arc, you need to name it with 3 points along the arc, such as L, K, J, and use the arc symbol over top. If I look at L, K, J, it is over 180 degrees of the circle. So that is an excellent example of a major arc. A semicircle is also named using 3 letters and the arc symbol. And a good semicircle here could be named KJI or KLI. Those are 2 good examples of semicircles. And when they are talking about a sector of a circle, they're talking like a piece of the pie. Okay? A sector of a circle is a little different. Sector of a circle is like a piece of the area of the circle. Okay? Then we have an inscribed angle. An inscribed angle is an angle whose vertex is on the circle and legs both intersect the circle. Okay. So angle VWU would be an inscribed angle. If you take a look at this diagram shows a lot of unconventional things drawn on this circle. But none of the things on here are any of the vocabulary terms we just talked about. There are no chords, there are no inscribed angles, there are no central angles. The only thing you could label here is probably some minor arc or major arc. Okay? Now, there's one other thing I needed to cover, and that's dealing with a central angle. Please know that in a central angle, in the case of a central angle and its arc, the angle equals the arc measure, and vice versa. Okay? So the measure of the angle is equal to the measure of the arc. So let's say if this was 50 degrees, then my arc, IJ, would also be 50 degrees. Okay? Please keep that in mind. Okay, that's it. That's the notes for today. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.